Hey Bears, I told you I was packing the shop up to do some renovations, and so here we go. Um, since I'm doing it up anyway, I figured I might as well give you a tour of the whole place. I'm not just reorganizing the shop, I'm relocating the shop. So this is going to be one of the last times we get to see this place. I'll take you for a spin around. So that's what you're very used to seeing every day, except not so clean because I had my tools up there. All my templates were up there. Laser station over there. Computer and printer. That's the whole shooting match. I still have a couple few things to get packed up, but we're getting there slowly. There's the paint shop. We did all the spray rig. There's the entire full-length basement. Let's get you the rest of the view. Please forgive the mess. I'm in the process of packing everything up and getting it staged so I can get it loaded out. Wood burning stove when it gets cold and the power goes out. Expansive kitchen. This is what sold me on the place. Laundry room's over there. Bright, airy, spacious. I like it. Check out this bathroom. This is nuts. So you get your sink, everything's hunky-dory, and then there is an entire other room that has the shower and the toilet. That's a closet storage over there for towels and soap and whatnot, and there's your access to all your water stuff. Let's keep trucking, because we got an upstairs to review yet. One of the reasons that we're bailing out of here is because of these stairs down to the basement, up to the second story. Nobody's getting any younger, and it's getting harder on all of our knees. Second bathroom with a clawfoot tub. Come in there and chill. There's a 6-foot closet there. New steel roof over the kitchen. This is kind of a weird bonus room, but I sort of dig it. Nice reading area. Nice nursery area. Small bedroom for the girl. Big bedroom for the big kids. Now the real feature of this place is outside. We are 10 minutes away from Andover, Jefferson, or Conneaut, depending on which direction you go. Oh, and Linesville, if you want to go into PA. We're about 30 minutes away from Ashtabula and Warren if you drive fast, straight down Route 11. Let's go check out the barn. The chickens are mad. We're about an hour from Menor and Youngstown. So you can pretty much get anywhere you want without having to talk to anybody on a regular basis. Civilization gets to be a choice rather than a demand. All right, so we're getting stuff cleaned out, but you got plenty of space for woodworking. There is a built-in bench up on a raised stage over here. So if you want to do any work on your equipment, you can get out of the mud. Horse stall. I just happened to have added a wall so I could keep the chickens in there. But there is nothing but room here for you. Double wide door. You can pull a tractor in here. There's a 2-car garage over here. 24 by 24. 2 separate doors. But that's not quite all there is. There's something else interesting going on here. There's power to all the outbuildings, so if you want to juice anything up, you sure can. So because I got the long truck, I take up most of that space. But the missus has a shorter car. And because of that, we get to do wood storage, we get to do excess space on top, excess space below. So there's another 3 feet worth of storage room at the head end of that garage that we can use. Shelving on the side, nobody gets cluttered, nobody bangs the door. The neighbors are all nice. They're all pretty quiet. We talk to each other once in April to say hey, and then periodically throughout the year as we're doing yard work, somebody might wave and walk across the street, swap out a misdelivered package from Amazon, something like that. But you got solitude here if you want it. You got the garden and the greenhouse, so you can get an extended month at the beginning of the season, and you can treat this thing like a cold frame in the late fall, early winter to keep any of your cold stuff going. It's 30 by 30 garden, grapevine, blueberry bushes. Got the start of a tree house that I was working on for the little girl. So all the beams are in place. If anybody wants to finish that up for some kids, that'll be a hoot of a good time. Plenty of pasture land. You could do a cow there. My plan was to do an orchard over on this side, but you could do goat pens. You could probably, I don't know, you might be able to get away with hogs, but they're just so stinking hard to keep and enclosed. So from this point going forward, if I go back to the garage, I got a straight shot to a steel target back here at a backstop. That's a 100-yard range. Right now I'm at 50 yards. Trails cut through. Little girl used to ride her four-wheeler out here. It's just a little electric jobber, but so it didn't turf up the grass too bad. But it was a lot of fun for her to get out and just tool around and be her own person for a bit. So there's the range over there through the woods. This is a cottonwood grove. More cottonwood stand in the back. There is some hardwood over on the other side of this brush, but I'll tell you what, when this stuff fills out in the summertime and it leaves out, you can't see nor hear anybody else around you. You have absolute privacy, except for the deer. I cut these trails in here. Some of them were already in place when I moved in, but I opened a lot of them up, mowed them down with the brush hog, and then kept cutting them with the mower so that the grass started to grow up and make it soft so it wasn't such a stubbly field you were walking across. So the ground's about half frozen, so it makes for a nice easy walk if I pick my path carefully. In the summertime, it gets dried up. You can come back here, have your bonfire. So that's the loop that goes back the other way to the house. If you want to go down to the river, I haven't cut the briars back from here in a while, but we'll try and see if I can get down there without getting tore up too bad. So that little pin right there's the stake that's the back property marker. And it cuts across, straight across over to there somewhere. But you do have river access. Beaver dam's up there. So you'll see beaver chewing on the thing as they're working on their dam, but just be careful, don't drink the water. I don't want anybody to get Giardia. There are a couple few old apple trees back here. I have not pruned them down. And if you get rambunctious, you can do that. But this used to be part of an old orchard. There were hundreds of apple trees out here. House was built in 1865. So I got a hand-hewn beam downstairs in the basement, which is absolutely amazing. It's practically petrified and holding the whole thing together. Another apple tree over there. The other thing about this place is I like the solitude. I like that I'm close enough to a grocery store. If I need to get something, I can get it. We got a Dollar General right on the corner here, just like every other place in America. Local post office. And all the small towns nearby have just about everything you need. But you can make going grocery shopping a weekly adventure. Keep stuff in the pantry, keep stuff in the freezer, shop once a week, and on Saturday, you actually get to go do something when you're going into town. Get your groceries, make a day of it. And so going to the grocery store isn't just an inconvenient something that you have to do, it becomes an adventure. And you're going to pack as much as you can into that day so you don't have to keep running back and forth all day long. Rest of that trail that I cut down through the woods runs parallel to the river, and it comes up right here, and that's where the other property marker is, down there in the bottoms. The deer like to hang out right about there, and you can watch them every night from the house. This field's hayed every year. They get, I don't know, 10, 11 round bales out of it. So basically I'm putting in a 1/4 mile healthy walk today because the weather's nice enough that I'm not freezing to death. I get to listen to the birds. I get to see the animal track. We keep bees out here. We keep chickens out here. And but there's certainly room for expansion. I haven't bothered trimming any of this stuff. I brush hogged it once at the very beginning when I was here about 10 years ago, and then I let it grow up because I like that privacy of having the trails cut through. But you could certainly run a brush hog over it one time and then let the goats at it, and they could clean out all the trash. The only poison ivy on this property sits back down in the river bottoms, and the rest of it's up high enough that it's dry enough. It doesn't have a real good climate for it. So anyway, you got my view of the entire place. And I'm getting out of here, and I'm trying to sell it, and I have a new place in mind. So if anyone's interested, by all means, get in touch with my realtor. And this too could be all yours. All right, fellas. It was nice hanging out with you. I'll talk to you when I get the new shop up and running. Thanks.